From the Ticats Audio Network, this is Morreale and Hitch.
All right, welcome everybody to the Morreale and Hitch podcast. I'm Mike Morreale, that's Rob Hitchcock, and we are going on episode number 11, getting into double digits here. We got David Butko in the back room there. He's working his magic. Audio sounds amazing. We're trying something new today, Hitch, Zencastr.
Yeah, it took me about 17 minutes to figure it out. Hey, this is what we need, though. This is what's going to make us go to the next level.
Oh my God! I was wondering when we're going to go to the next level. I was really wondering when.
We are level jumpers with our wives, though. We are
absolutely. And they are too. And they are too.
And there's not many guys that we knew either that were level jumpers.
This is true.
Maybe the wives were, but going back to the guide, no. But they're lucky.
Not so much.
Us.
Of course, we're good. Look at it. Perfect. Everything is good. Hey, we got to talk about the upcoming game, buddy. We got to get right into it. I know this is where you like to do your thing. And I saw you on the TSN broadcast the other day. The mask on, eh? Did they tell you had to keep the mask on?
Yeah.
Couldn't see the beautiful face.
Nah, I gotta say, I had it right here. My wife says it was below your nose, Michelle. Well, I tried to get a little bit of the face in so people can see. They didn't know. I look like Ozzy with that jacket on. I looked like I was like 300 pounds. I was like, no, TV gives you 10 pounds, but I look big. Simoni looked like a DB.
I know. You look like a beast. What happened?
I don't know. I'm not Ozzy. I'm not 280.
No, it was just the camera adds 10 pounds. You just happen to have 5 cameras on you.
Yeah, I know. Well, we do have to talk about it, but before we get into the game, we do have to promote this game, guys, right? Ticats, if you guys want tickets for this game, there's limited tickets left. I think there's I'm going to say there's 5,000 left, but there's probably more. But to get out there and get them, it's ticats.ca/tickets. So for our 16 listeners, please go out and get a ticket. And second of all, it is a blackout. And what that means is don't wear a shirt like this because you're not going to get on TSN. Just don't be stupid. Wear black like everyone's supposed to do. And let's make this thing, let's make it a sellout because the atmosphere meets you. When we played, you played in Toronto for a couple of years and played in some playoff games. And I know when teams came to Ivor Wynne, to have that stadium packed, it means it's fucking awesome. It is. They get loud. And we're to get on that, where was your favorite place to play, like playoff round?
Oh, atmosphere?
Yeah, atmosphere.
So this one's a little bit out in left field because in the couple times the second go around with Toronto that I had, we played Montreal in a couple East finals or East semis, but at the Big O. So they moved from McGill to have the playoff games there. So we talk about atmosphere. The Big O on a normal day with 6,000 people is terrible. But when you put 60,000 people into that, or I think both games I played in well over 50,000. Yep. What an experience. So, to your point earlier, if you can replicate that experience at Tim Hortons Field and black on black, and everybody's out there supporting. Last time that happened was 2019. I think we did the blackout game for the playoffs. It went very well, successful. Yeah. So the idea is to replicate it again. And there's nothing like being in the stadium. There really isn't. The weather so far has been great. It's, mid to late November, and we're still able to, didn't get any dumping of snow and all that stuff. So anyways, this is a great tune-up for the last game played before the Grey Cup.
Yeah. Mine was, of course, Ivor Wynne. I mean, you can't get any better than playing in a playoff game at Ivor Wynne. But again, Montreal, Big O played there in the playoff. I think it was 96. We went down there and played, I think it was, or 95, I think it was. But played at McGill in 99. We went down and played at McGill. And that atmosphere, even though there was maybe 23,000 at that time.
That's before they expanded it.
They didn't expand it. So, but the 23,000 felt like 50 because and it was a cold day. You remember that day?
Dude, I remember the day for one particular play.
One.
Yeah. That play call. So our fans will know, like our fans of the Ticats will know how important that game was. So 1999, we're going into Montreal. We didn't come first. right? We just lost in the Grey Cup 1998. I'm telling you this like you already know. But in 1999, that was the East Final in Montreal. We had to go there. We had to beat them in their home field to go back to the Grey Cup, which we eventually won. But that game itself and that play call on, third and field goal time was incredible. Quite possibly, in my opinion, one of the greatest athletes that we ever played with.
Yeah.
One of the greatest.
Yeah. And that call from Ronnie Lancaster, 3rd down and 5 on the 15, 20-yard line, and he throws a ball to Joe Higgins.
Oh, my God.
This guy,
he was covered too, Hitch.
He was covered by 2 guys, and he's a linebacker.
Yes.
With no hands.
No.
I'm not. When I say this, he great at sort of. You were right. One of the best athletes, but never had very good hands. His hands weren't that good. Danny threw that ball up. This guy jumps up between 2 guys, catches this ball, falls down, first down. We go score or whatever, field goal. Score, but, and then. All I remember with that game is that there was still like a minute and something left. And here I go again with
the prevent.
Prevent defense. Tracy Ham is back there, one of the Hall of Fame quarterbacks, and they've got some great receivers. And I'm like, there's no way we're playing prevent again. So I looked at the guys, I looked at Steiny, looked at the guys like, well, fuck, why are we playing 27 yards off the ball when they're on the friggin' 25-yard line? They had to go down and kick a field goal. So we played them up pretty well, and the D-line and linebackers got to them. And I remember when we celebrated there, that was a lot of fun. And just going back to that playoff atmosphere is the butterflies that people that don't play the game or have never played the game before, whether it be hockey, whatever sport, but for football, when it's a playoff game and you've got those butterflies, and we had guys Archie Amerson and Gonzalo Floyd that used to puke before the game. They used to go in.
They couldn't play unless they puke. Yeah, they had to.
And this is not even a playoff game. These are guys that go in and just throw up before the game. Like, what's wrong with you guys? Did you eat something bad? Like, no, I've got to throw up. I said, got nothing in your stomach. No, got to throw up. I'm like, oh. But
then Gonzo would piss his pants on the field.
Yeah, freezing. Minus
just to keep
10
warm.
out. I'm going to keep warm for 7 seconds until it freezes on them. These guys were thick. I love them though.
Oh my God. Gotta love them.
So anyway, go. Okay. So
please.
to wrap it up again, ticats.ca/tickets. Go get them. Let's sell this freaking place out. I'm going to be there. I think I'm going to be in the club level because my body's too cold to sit outside.
I'm hoping I join you in the club level.
Enjoy the club level. But just get out there, get your tickets, guys, and it's going to be one hell of a game.
And it'll be a great game. Montreal's coming in. They got a really good team. They've played well. They've played Hamilton tough all year. Got a great running back in William Stanback. Obviously, we got guys like Simoni Lawrence and Ted Laurent and all these guys to stop them. But we got to pause. We got to talk about Simoni. Buddy, you have been dethroned, but that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. First of all, let's put this in perspective. The safety of a football team should not be the leading tackler in history. It's just, that taking nothing away from you, as you know, but the safety should be the last guy to make the tackle, not the first guy to make that. It should be the middle linebacker. So it's only fitting that Simoni in his position is there, with all due respect. With all due respect, you
play 10 years, 8 years at linebacker, you better be passing a safety.
Exactly.
But it was my years of play, right?
Yeah.
And not taking anything away from some of the defenses that we had, because we had some phenomenal defenses. But like I said, I was telling some people this the other day. I said, during those seasons of 98, 99, 2000, 2001, I was having only 35, 38 tackles a year because these knuckleheads in front of me were I couldn't get there. So I was cheating up a lot. So I was getting beat deep a little bit. But I cheat up again, just try to make tackles. But to get on Simoni, I got him on. I don't know if you saw the of course you did. You saw the TSN because I was so fat. But when he interviewed me, I was just saying how you made that tackle and you basically jumped on him. You two-handed touch him for the lead. Like, knock a guy out, or like, you really going to take the lead from two-handed touch a guy? I started laughing after the game, gave him a big hug, and just told him how proud I was of him and what a player he was, and definitely could have played with us back in the days. That type of guy.
Yeah.
And, to have that stature and the way he presents himself on the field, on and off the field, because he's a true Hamilton Ticat, and not just him. There's a lot of great guys on that team, but he's the leader, and I'm looking forward to see what he can do this week. Oh,
and the energy he brings, like always energy, all the time. I don't know if he's mastered your famous, raise the roof, that you used to do. No, that's
no one can do that because I've got shoulder problems now from doing that. I tried to do that last 2 years ago in the playoff game. I turned around, started doing this to the fans. Some of them looking at, who the hell is this guy? I'm like, shit, these guys don't know.
And then both shoulders popped out of the sockets.
Oh, gone. Pop back in. Pusky putting them back in. How about this? Did you see TSN interview the other day with this Patrick Lewis? And I'm going to say number 3. His number was 3. For this. Yep. This is an inside joke from some of my hockey guys. So Patrick Lewis wears number 3. I'll tell you about this later.
Yeah.
Did you see his interview?
Is this Patrick Lewis or Patrick Levels?
No, I think it's Levels.
Levels from the DB from Montreal that's talking all that. Yes, he's guaranteeing victory, Hitch. He's guaranteeing victory.
Calling out Coach O, calling out Simoni, calling out Bazzoli, and then Kahari gets on, the head coach, after and says, he starts laughing. He says he guarantees every single win. I think he was doing that to play it up a bit because guys don't like that. At least we never liked it when we had guys that go in and do that. You're like, don't ever guarantee a win. That's
especially stupid. When you're going on the road to play. So you got to come to that opposing. Yeah, hey, listen, a lot of balls. I was going to say nice balls on him. A lot of balls, the ability to do that. I mean, but you still got to play the game.
Yeah, and I said Lewis because he's a nobody anyway. Levels, Lewis, doesn't matter. I didn't know his name, so who's this guy going to go throw his body around? Get out of here. You're Patrick Lewis. If you're watching this, you're Patrick Lewis. Hope you get smacked.
Hey, buddy, that's going to be up in the locker room. That's everywhere now. It is what it is. Listen, you got to back it up. That's the thing. I don't think people realize in football, how does one guy going to back up all? You can't. You can't guarantee crap.
You can fly around and make plays. You're one guy. You're not going to
win the game. There's 11 other guys.
I hope he gets crushed too. Crackback receiver cracks him back or something.
Well, he's going to have attention on him. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. How about the kudos to the Ticats organization for putting on that tribute for Ange Moscott and bringing his whole family in on the field, and that helmet.
Oh,
talked to Ange's son, and he showed me the helmet before the game, and this thing, Meatsy, this thing was, it was made of nothing.
Nothing.
Because they
didn't suspension on the inside with the little
a couple of straps inside. Yeah. So your head hits the thing, you're gonna crack it. I said, Ange must have cracked 100 of these. He goes, yeah, he's cracked a few of these, but this one was an original. He signed it, 68 on the back with that nice color yellow on it.
Yeah.
Brought that out on the field, and it was a great tribute to a great man. We talked to him about him last week, and it was just some nice closure for the family and for the fans. But again, he'll never be forgotten. That's for sure.
No, what a champ.
Speaking about helmets, Meatsy, this was kind of like the helmet right here. Okay.
Oh my God, where'd you get that beauty?
So if you know my Pens hockey team, this is player of the game. This is what you get for player of the game. Okay? Every week, a player gets this, and it's who's ever got it. So next week, I got to donate it to the guy. So I got 3 goals on Thursday.
What?
I popped a hat in.
Did anybody toss any hats, or no? That ain't happening.
No, there's nobody there. There's nobody there. We had 3 beers though.
That's it.
3 beers. But this is the hat. There's.
Oh, fits like a glove, eh?
This is like Ange's helmet. It's like Ange's helmet. There's nothing in it. Fits just like a glove. It actually pierces your forehead because it's so hard. And like the Grey Cup, if this thing could talk.
Oh my God.
Yeah, look at this thing. If this
I don't
want to
know. I don't want to know where the horns have been.
No, look.
I don't want to know.
Just found there used to be fur here. There's no longer fur, and I shouldn't even be touching it. I disinfected it with Lysol. Guys drink out of it.
Don't want to know.
I'm going to wear this for a little while in tribute to my player of the game last week. So
I like it, buddy. It looks good on you.
Appreciate
it. Like
I
said, it fits perfect.
I got a head like my dad.
Oh
I
my
got a head
God.
like my dad. My dad
Had the big head, eh?
I find the older I get, the bigger
Your
head,
head's
the bigger
growing.
head.
Yeah, but the problem is the insides stay the same. They're shrinking.
Yeah, they're shrinking. Loss of memory, enlarged head.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, listen, have you seen the recent phenomenon of Timbits?
No.
What? The Justin Bieber Timbits? Coming out November 29th? Are you kidding me? You haven't seen this?
No.
Okay,
Tell me about it.
Refresher course.
Yep,
Justin Bieber signed a deal with Tim Hortons to sell 3 different new Timbits called Timbits. So it's got a brand, you got a box that says Timbits on it, different colors. They're selling merchandise.
How many different kinds?
3.
3.
3. Not
Okay.
2. 3.
3. That's a good number. Tens.
So one of them, David, I need you to chime in, bud. I need you to work your magic on the old Google Chrome. You got one of them is a waffle birthday cake. Correct, David? I'm ahead of you. I know this. The second one is like a chocolate chip. David, where are you? Help me out.
Chocolate white fudge.
That's it. Chocolate white fudge.
Sour cream chocolate chip.
And sour cream chocolate chip. Hey, was I right on the first one? Is it waffle? What is it?
Birthday cake waffle.
So here's my question. First of all, it's tremendous marketing because I already got my kids like dying to go get Timbits just because, Justin Bieber, put his name to him. But how come no Hitch-bits? Why is there no Hitch-bits? Tim Hortons started on Ottawa Street in Hamilton, right down the street from the stadium. Where's the Hitch-bits?
Yeah, Dave Sauve. We should talk to Dave. And
what's going on?
And Grigor?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well,
what's going on? Marwan H?
Doesn't even Beebs. Yeah, all these guys. We know a lot of Tim Horton owners. We're gonna talk.
There should be Hitch-bits, no?
Hitch-bits. That if you say that too fast, that's probably not good.
Well, I didn't want to use your other names like the old cock bits or meat bits because I don't think that'll be good for marketing.
They wouldn't sell the meat bits. No, cock bits, no.
No, it's got to be Hitch-bits.
Yeah, meat treats.
What's your go-to flavor? If you had to create your own Timbit, what's your Hitch-bit of choice?
I like the old-fashioned glazed donut.
Yeah,
that's good. Like they have those now. I couldn't sell it because they still have.
Could we call them the Tuanols? The Tuanol bits.
The Perka bits.
For those people that don't know, when we were playing, there was a sleeping pill. Because your head's bleeding. Oh. There was a sleeping pill we used to take called Tuanols. You can't find them anymore. Don't go rushing to find out where they are. But when you're traveling and you're playing multiple games and you need to go on a road, you're playing on the West Coast and there's a 3-hour time difference. You take a sleeping pill to make sure you got your 10 hours of sleep or 8 hours of sleep. But when you woke up in the morning, we used to say you felt like a honey dip donut because nothing made sense for about the first hour or two of that.
And we had a player, not mentioning his name, who used to take 1 to 2 of those before a game. And would be completely lights out.
Yeah,
best player on the field. And I say to him, why this person? Give me the justification on why would you play that or why would you take that? He's like, it slows the game down. It slows everything down. It slows it. Ball's coming, catches it, turns, falls. But catches 10 a game and
legend.
Player of the game. Yeah, legend. Wish we could say his name. I can't say that. And these pills they look like a little missile. They were red, blue, and white, like the U.S. flag. And there were little ones like this. They look like a little rocket. And on the road, because we'd get crank calls and stuff. We had to shut our phones off. And that
was us calling each other most of the time.
Yeah, that's true. But taking one of those pills, waking up, wow, they were good.
They were good.
Missed those. They probably banned those things.
Well, I'm sure it's you can't find them. If you try and track them down, they just don't exist anymore because they were like legit.
Well, they're doing all the all the scientific people are looking at us going, okay, this is 20 years what happened. Look at these guys that took them. Something's wrong with these guys. They can't
What's
even
wrong
think.
with these? Dude, give us a body scan. I don't know what you'd find.
No.
Lots of bits and pieces of something. I don't know.
Jesus. Awful. Oh, boy.
Grey Cup coming up. Big announcement last week. We touched on it a bit. There's going to be parties. That's great. I mean, it feels like there's a little bit of normalcy going. Made me think about, back in the day when we used to roll the Grey Cups, and when I was with the Players Association, we started doing our player parties. So the first ever player party we really did was 2007 in Toronto, the Grey Cup there. Held it at Philton McNasty's right there on Front Street, and kind of had, the first taste of, getting everybody together. But then over that time, it grew. So next year was 2008. We went down to Montreal. I'm pretty sure the Grey Cup was there. Rented out a big place in the Old Port in Montreal, and brought in April wine. Amazing. And that's the thing about Grey Cup, right? You have you can hit a home run when you bring in an April wine or a Cheap Trick or Chicago and all this stuff. But it's, for me, what interested me was bringing in, acts or, bands, etc., that the players liked, because the players get different taste. But I remember running the show there in Montreal specifically, and we had it over 3 nights. And the first night was kind of like a meet and greet, etc. Second night was April wine, was packed. And third night, we brought in, I think it was DJ starting from scratch, and, not as packed because the fans didn't show up, because to them, that's not their cup of tea. But the players always loved it. So every year we would grow and build on that. So we would bring in Maestro Fresh West and Choclair, and we'd bring in Cardinal Official and all this stuff. But it just got me thinking about how much fun. But the one time in Montreal, because, our first go around at bringing in acts, we brought in the April wine, like I said, it was packed out to the rafters. And the next night, pretty quiet, crickets. So I'm not going to let that stop me from having a good time. So everybody, there's a few players there. We're having fun. Next thing you know, I thought it would be a good idea to cut my dress pants off just above mid-thigh. So, the pockets would hang out for no reason. And dress shoes. And somewhere I'm going to find this picture of me dancing by myself in front of the DJ with short shorts on that were made out of my dress pants that night. But those nights, those memories, all that stuff, what pisses me off is not being able to be there this year. This thing keeps coming up, and because it's in our own backyard, and I'm mad because I want to see it. I want to be there for it. I played in the last darn one in 1996. That's how long ago it's been. You were there in the blue or purple suit in the stands with your shirt off. But that's, but that was like every Grey Cup. You showed up in a blue purple suit with your shirt off. What's the difference?
This year I won't take my shirt off.
No.
You know what? I'm going to miss you. Honestly, I've been talking with some of the alumni and just seeing who's coming into town, and, meets that. No, he's not. He's got to work over this one. It's going to, of all times, to take a work.
I wouldn't say I'm not taking it. I have no choice, but it's
you can't call him. You're the boss. You can't say I got a
boss.
Following week. You can say, listen, this is one of the most important days of the year.
Yeah, I need a party. This is ridiculous. You guys need to change FIBA. You need to change the schedule.
Like we talked about, you're going to be fine for 2023. We're going to
we're
live
good.
It up. The stands will be more. There'll be 15, 20 more thousand people in the stands. Again, this will be a great Cup. It's not going to be, Hamilton's not allowed to do what they can do, but the province is going to let, of course, in 2023, it'll be a bigger show and a lot more going on. But we've got a couple things going on. I'm for those of you who'd like to, I think you got to buy tickets for this, but it's the End Zone Bar and Grill in Hamilton is the alumni's putting on something on Friday, December 10th.
Yep.
You can get tickets for that, but it's I don't even know how much they are. They're charging a lot of money for this.
David,
I don't know why.
David, find out the ticket price. We need to sell this stuff here, buddy.
And it is a lot. I think it's like $100 and something for someone to come.
Was
watch
this the
panel?
The dinner?
No. This is just like starts at 11, and Leo Ezrin's called me, and Gregor's going to be on it. Ozzy's coming, if you can believe it. Ozzy's going to be there, and then some 86 guys. I'm not sure if Rocky DiPietro, no Ben. I think Ben Zibiazzi will be there. So it's going to be some great legends and some great players, and I'm not sure what they're gonna. I got to see the itinerary and making sure that we got to figure out what we're going to talk about. But people are paying some really good money for this. What do you got the price there, Dave?
I think I do. The Alumni Association Legends Luncheon. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
It's gotta be.
At the End Zone Bar. It's $175 at the End Zone Bar and Grill.
You're not much of a salesman, Hitch. You're not really selling it.
No, it's. I meant like you're going to see some great players, guys. Like come out and support it, but I don't know why it's maybe okay. I think you're getting drinks and food and
Yeah.
I'm hoping you're getting. I'm telling you, you're getting that. So I'm hoping that they're going to give you that for that price. But
You're
anyways,
getting a little bit. Plus, you're getting to see the legends. You're going to hear the stories. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Or listen to this show free, and you can get all the stories from two legends.
Hey, how am I going to do the show when I'm away? I got to find a way. I'm going to be in Central America, for God's sakes. I got to try and watch the game somehow. I got to find how to live stream it. I got all that stuff. I know. I can't miss it. You know what I mean?
No. And what's the time change?
Only an hour. Only an hour. So I think it's back an hour. So I'm good to go. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got nothing going on that day.
Well, the following week is going to be difficult because I'm in Arizona for work. So that I'll be in meetings. So we got to figure out we can do it on the Monday day after.
That's the question. Are we you and I going to do this every week until like forever?
I don't know.
There do we take a break? Is there vacation in this job?
Hey, producer.
I didn't get my employment standards contract. I haven't reviewed it yet. But I have a feeling like, do people want to number one, do people want to listen to us every week? Maybe they do.
I saw 91 views the other day on something.
91,
so that wasn't bad.
Wow.
91. There's 150 on the 140 on another one. And I think once it hasn't been, or has it? Maybe I heard it a lot. I did hear it in the stadium, but they haven't promoted it on the screen yet. I don't know if they're going to be able to do that during the playoffs, but they should. It's their home field. They should. But I did hear it over the PA that no, I didn't. I heard it in my earphones.
You heard it in your head.
I heard it in my earphones that they were promoting it on Ticats. Ticats. Yeah, they were. They were doing that, but people.
But we have to aggregate it because there's views, right? David, jump in here, bud. You're part of this now. There's the views, like if you're watching YouTube. I don't know how you listen to it. I only listen, and I usually listen through the app. But you can listen on Spotify, you can listen on all this stuff. So I don't know who's actually listening to this. We haven't got our demographics yet, our data pack that we can drill down deeper like we would into who the heck is listening and what they're thinking. So we'll just keep going until somebody tells us not to. David, please.
Well, I don't want to show everybody what's behind the curtain, but on YouTube, I mean, everyone sees that 108 views on YouTube.
Wow, massive, Rob.
But the podcast downloads are 168. That's just the one episode.
168,000, Rob.
Yes.
Yeah.
We forgot the zeros on that. Well, after this one, this is funny because I was talking to David before you got on, and I have to bring this up.
Yes.
So David, Mikey, remember Dave said he was going to the Edmonton-Toronto game.
He was having a pre.
He was having a pre, but he was going to his first game.
That's correct.
So we talked about it. He goes, it was kind of boring. The kicking game was bad. And it was 13 to 7, but they didn't score enough goals to win.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. It took me a minute to figure. I said, did you just say you were at the Edmonton you were at the football game, correct? Yes. Okay. That's
how many innings was it, David? How many innings was it?
So, well, then afterwards, I was like, I'm not sure how many baskets they got on their free throws.
How many? Oh, my God. They didn't score enough goals.
Let's honestly, it could have been a hockey game. The score could have been a hockey game, for God's sake.
What? Maybe that's what you're thinking, Mr.
Or baseball.
Producer. That was the best. How many goals? They said, well, yeah, they have to cross the goal line.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what you're saying.
Hey, David, have you updated your LinkedIn profile lately? The executive producer of the show, have you done anything? You getting the word out here? We're trying to help you.
I gotta promote it on LinkedIn now. Hey, I added you on LinkedIn.
Promote yourself, David. I'm okay. Yeah. I'm okay. I don't need it.
Who did you add?
You have 500 connections on LinkedIn. How do you plus? You do.
Oh, me? No, I got like 6,000 or 7,000. I don't want to rub it in, David.
Ridiculous.
These are not all my friends, by the way. These are not all my friends, just so you know.
These are supposed to be professional connections, right?
I haven't received anything from you.
Who,
I'll
from
do that
David?
right now.
LinkedIn.
Oh my God.
You know what I do when those
David.
come in? If I look at their profile and whatever, I just hit, yeah, that guy, yeah, no, that girl, yeah, okay, let's get, yeah, that. I just put them. I don't even look at them. Just hit okay, accept. I got 4,000 people. I got about 2,000. I have no idea who they are.
I've got the same female that adds me daily, and I always ignore them because they got no friends. It's the same picture of the same person with a different name every single day.
Just accept it.
It's the same. It's some troll that keeps using this. They have the different name every day, and I keep saying no. I don't know this person, and they keep on adding me. Knowing you would just keep adding them. Yeah, same person. Oh, that looks familiar.
Person.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, she's good looking. Let's add her.
Oh my God, that brings up a great point. Thank the Lord that we didn't have to worry about this social media stuff when we were playing. Can you believe it?
No. No, it's not good.
Not good for nobody.
It was a perfect era that we played in.
Yes.
Honestly,
too much. You could just, you try and show people who you are, and then people jab you for being who you are. I feel bad for the young generation. David, how do you handle it? Look at you. How do you go through life dealing with this?
It's not. I kind of got off social media in high school. I don't mess around with it too much. It's a little bit too much.
Yeah.
But I go on Twitter's fine with me.
I like Twitter.
Yeah.
I like Twitter.
Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah.
I don't.
Not enough goals. Not enough
goals in those guys.
But remember, so Blaine Schmidt, we played with Schmitty. Bundy. He was a big old lineman for us, and he opened up, I think it was called Skylar, Bell Mobility. When they first came out in the mid 90s, early 90s, yes. He opened up his first store, and Gregor and I worked for him in Toronto in the off season. And I'll never forget, we were in the kiosk selling these phones, and they're like this big, these phones.
With the
antenna on, and we're talking, and we had our bag packs and our little fanny packs in front. We talked, guys. We thought we were so cool. The numbers would be
fanny packs.
The fanny packs. And Schmitty, and I remember because he's really, really successful. But he had the contracts for TSN. Then, and they grandfathered him in, so they had to buy that out. So he's doing really well. He did
amazing. He was selling mobile phones before mobile phones were even a thing, right? To your point, they were this big. You had to put the strap over your shoulder, had the battery pack, and then you had the phone, which was attached to cable. But you're right. He got that grandfathered in. He gave us all deals. Our first phone deals were through Bundy. No matter where you played, the Hamilton, Toronto, wherever. And they were like, we were playing peanuts.
Yeah. Peanuts. And the biggest thing when we used to go to do some, if we had appearances somewhere, like especially in Toronto, they'd give us the like $500 card that you could put on your phone so you don't have to pay for long distance or anything. That was the biggest thing. Now it's like you pay $100, you can call anywhere in the world, right?
Anywhere in the world.
Crazy.
It's nuts.
Oh, well. What are you going to do?
I don't know. What are you going to do this week?
Where's that from? Maker's Mark.
I know. Where's it from?
It's a nice bourbon. My buddy. I got some tickets for a friend of mine, and I dropped a bottle off. I said, "What are you doing?"
Nice.
My buddy.
So let's talk about this. So you go to Maddie or somebody. You're like, "Listen, I need a few tickets." He throws you a few tickets. You take those tickets and you resell them for booze. I think it's a brilliant concept.
Montreal Alouettes. Remember?
Yes.
Butko, this is what we used to do. Playoff game. Back then when we were playing, the Hamilton-Montreal games were, you couldn't get tickets at
Scalpers everywhere.
McGill. Scalpers everywhere. So we'd always get 4 tickets each. And the guys from the States that never used them, we used to take their tickets. We used to have 12, 15 tickets we'd walk up before the game, a couple hours before. Scalpers would be there, and we'd sell them for $50 a piece, $60 a piece, and we'd have 14 of them. That'd be our per diem. That'd be our
booze.
But I'll never forget the playoff game. I always had family come down, and so did you for those. But the guys were making $200 a ticket back then, in the 90s. Smart. Players don't do that anymore, right? Players don't do that. You know why? Because you get in trouble. It's probably scanned on your phone. They'll figure out who went to what.
No.
You can't do any of that anymore.
Everything was better back then, eh?
Yeah.
Everything was, and then because we played in Quebec or in Montreal, we'd take the Via home. But the beauty of that is in Quebec, you have the dépanneur, which is the variety store, but they sell booze there. So we'd take the money from the scalpers, from the tickets. We'd go to the dep, load up, nice. And then that train ride home, we've talked about it before. Debauchery.
Yeah. No.
Debauchery.
Stirring drinks and eating chocolates.
Oh, the good old days. The good old days. David, you would have fit right in, bud. Look at you. I could tell. How's Louis? How's Louis doing? Because, we mentioned him on the show a couple weeks ago. I didn't know if he got offended. He's getting very, very, serious now. What's happening?
I don't know. You know what? He texted me last night, actually, and he said, I might have to sleep because I live in Hamilton. He lives in St. Catharines. He said, I might have to sleep on your couch from December 5th to 12th. So I was like, okay. Sure.
Just got to take
one of those things he could just come and crash. He's not going to hang around and start making breakfasts. And
does he have to move the 7 cats that you have?
They'll have to be addressed. That's for sure.
Louis B. He thinks he's going to give her for a week. Is that his plan?
Yeah,
I guess so. I guess he's just
sounds like it.
He doesn't want to live at Tim Hortons field 24/7.
No.
Gotcha. So he wants to live at your house 24/7.
I hope not.
Well, this is going to be interesting. We may have to do a live show with you two knuckleheads from your get up here, and that we can bring Louis in. We should bring Louis in.
Yeah, it's. I mean, he's got a lot on his plate, but I'm sure.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You know what?
Sorry.
Probably not.
No,
probably
Rob
not.
Rob and I don't have anything else going on. My apologies to Louis B.
Louis, if you can't make it, pal, it's okay. No problem.
If you can squeeze us in, Louis.
and staying on that, that's actually pretty funny. But staying on that, we do have what is wait,
fix you got the sun coming in. I can't even see you. Oh, there we go. That's better.
Hold on, move over.
Beautiful.
So staying on that for a quick second before we get off, because we've been going like 40 minutes. Louis, you don't need to come if you don't. No. We don't even want you now.
We don't want you, Louis. We changed our mind.
Yeah. So we do have potentially. There's 2 calls out to, and I'll say this: an actor who is very well known. That could be.
If that happens, that'd blow my mind.
Yeah.
My mind.
The second one to be an NHL player, an enforcer back in the day. I'm not going to say his name because it might not happen. But those 2 guys would be great. We still try to get Grigor on.
Yep.
I talked to him yesterday. He's like, no, I just came back from up north, catching fish.
He's always on the move. He's always on the move.
Yeah, he's on the move. But anyway, so we got a couple exciting things. We're hopefully, it'd be great to get these 2 gentlemen, if we could get them like Grey Cup week before you take off. Maybe we do that or pre or post Grey Cup after we get those guys on. But one last time, everybody, ticats.ca/tickets. Get them while you can, and wear black, please.
That's it. I don't think you need to say anything else. That's just the Morreale and Hitch Show, episode number 11 from David B. /Butko, Robbie Hitchcock and his Hitch-bits, Mike Morreale. That's it. Ticats Audio Network. Get your tickets. Wear black. Let's go to the Grey Cup. Let's make some magic happen. Rob's going to slice his forehead open from this plastic Viking hat. Buddy, how many? 3, Rob?
3, boys.
All right. Have a great day, everyone. We'll talk to you soon. See you next week.
Morreale and Hitch, dropping every Wednesday. Subscribe, like, laugh.